As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
One more time, I'm gonna blast that.
But I'm supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
Hey, that's your Jack, come on. That's Kane Harold, man.
I'm sorry, man. Shit.
What up? Your boy Joe Chapo back in the building. Another edition of If They Only Knew. As always, we got your boy Main Light on the Hill. What's up, man? Out of the Bronx.
What's going on, man? What's good, my ITOKers, man? Let's stand up, man. We got another special one here, man.
That's what's up, yo. Today we got a super special one. Like, man, we honored to have this one. Director, writer, actor, producer, down in the music. Well, like, you haven't, there's nothing you haven't touched yet. For the people that don't know who you are, they must have been under a rock somewhere. Go on, introduce yourself, man.
My name is Michael Flores. I'm a father, first and foremost. I got 3 kids. I got twins, and I have my beautiful daughter, Michelle, who's 19 years old. And, you know, we produce our own content because no one else wants to produce our content, you know? So I make my own stuff. I just released a movie called Santa Claus. Right now, I'm in the works of making a record with David Ortiz, upcoming Latino artist, R&B, beautiful music. We're 9 songs in. We have one more song to complete, but we're excited to, you know, to be here and to have that opportunity to create, you know, like nothing better than creating your own content and creating, you know, a path for people to follow, you know? So that's what we're here for, yeah.
Exactly. I could definitely feel you on that, man. I don't know if you see his background, but May, move to the side a little bit.
I love it. Hey, he's wicked. He's wicked as hell. Hey. He got a face mask on, but he's wicked, you know, without the mask.
That's a crazy one. We're gonna get to that one because that I definitely want to speak on that. But you know, as always, the guests want to know. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you from, how you came up, and
man. So I'm 46 years old. I came up in prison. I grew up in prison. I did an 8-year stunt. You know, and then when I got out, I had 1 kid. It was cool. I started messing around, and by accident, I had 2 more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, these guys weren't planned. Hi, gorgeous. They weren't planned, you know. But they're here, and I love them. I got them, and you know, it is what it is, man. Like, you know, I make mistakes, and I take care of the mistakes that I make, you know?
Yeah, definite. Now you said, you know, you touched on that you went to the YOs and you did a 8-year bid. Can you kind of briefly talk on what led you to that point?
Man, I think just the gangbang and everything about that. Well, I'm from LA. I'm from South Central LA. So, you know, there's a lot of gangbang. There's a lot of fucking shit we don't know. And being at a young age, we're incorrigible, you know, and we do shit that for the hood, or we do shit for whatever, you know, and we don't know where that's gonna lead us, but sometimes it leads us to jail, you know. And I'm not a snitch, I'm not a rat, so I just take whatever the fuck they give me, you know. So, you know.
Yeah, I get it. So kind of you know, for the people that's watching, kind of tell us what was it like day one going into the YOs. Was it something that, you know, you felt eventually you was gonna get there, it was just a matter of time, or was it something that kind of just snuck up on you?
What are you talking about? Like jail?
Yeah, when you went to jail.
Man, I had went like 10 times before I got sentenced to like 8 years. So I was in and out. Like I was floating, you know, but that's what we do in LA. Like, you know, from guns charges to GTAs to all that shit. By the time I got to jail, it caught up, you know, and it was like, what the hell? Like, but it's real. Like, you know, it's real as hell. Like, so even though I tried to like be cool, I was young, so I didn't really care. You know, I was a knucklehead. So I didn't have a girl. I didn't have kids. I didn't have any of that shit. So it didn't matter. My life wasn't worth nothing really. Like, like I think now that or since I've had kids, life is worth more, and I think a lot of people say, hey, if I have a kid, I'm not going to jail, and that's probably true, but even though I had a gang of girls and all that stuff, I didn't have any kids. So that's why I was like, hey man, jail is all right for me. Like,
Yeah. I definitely get it, man. I have a daughter and I can't imagine leaving her behind. So
yeah,
you
no,
went to YO, did that. So when you came out, were you on the straight and narrow, or were you back to the block and doing the street thing again?
no. So when I got out after, it was like 7 years and 8 months or something. It was almost 8 years. I got out and I started doing like professional stuff, trying to help the youth, trying to educate.
What's Daddy doing?
Oh, no, okay. I'm on the phone, okay? So
On a fat burger. You guys want a burger?
no, we're fine. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah. So when I got out, I was just like, man, I gotta do right. So I started working for nonprofit companies like at risk youth. That was my full focus, trying to help kids detour from going to jail because I had just did 7 years and 9 months or something. So I was like, man, I gotta teach these kids not to do that. I had to teach them different ways of, communicating, all that stuff. So for me, I just went the total opposite.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So was that when you started thinking about getting into acting? Was that something you
No,
always
no,
was
no.
into, or was that you kind of stumbled onto?
Yeah, so I didn't even think about acting. I didn't think about directing. I didn't think about making music, any of that stuff at that point. But then the people you hang out with or the kids that you're helping, they're creative. They're smart, they're intelligent. So they kind of influence you a little bit. Um, I didn't probably start acting or any of that stuff till about 8 years ago.
Mike is
Oh,
sleeping.
okay. He's sleeping. Max is sleeping. Yeah. So I had twin boys. My little son just woke up. He's like, "Hey, your son is sleeping. this is
Knocked out.
this is real life." You know what I mean? Like, but yeah. So,
Feel you.
um, I did. I didn't think about any of that stuff. So about maybe 8 years ago, and then when I started doing it, it was a beautiful thing. It gave us opportunities to tell our stories, and I wrote my first script with a French director called Loco. It's not on my Instagram anymore, but it's a great movie. It's about a 9-minute movie about something that really happened to me in my life. Um, and we released it. People went nuts. They were like, "We love this. We know what you do." But I didn't like the fact that um I didn't have ownership. Even though it was my story, I didn't own it. And sometimes we sell our stories to people who tell our stories. It could be a great way of telling a story, but if we don't own it, it's not the same thing, bro. Like, we need to own our materials. We need to own our stories. We need to own our music, all that stuff, from the bottom to the top. Like, we have to have ownership. So that's so important for me, as an artist or as an actor, as a director. So when I released Sancho Claus, which just came out December 24th, I own all that. I own the soundtrack. I own everything. Like, I came in, I was like, let's boss up. Like, let's figure this shit out. And I started creating in October, and it was done by December 24th at like 2 o'clock p.m. on the 24th, and I was supposed to release on the 24th. But I had issues with the sound guy. Not really issues, just making sure sound was good. I didn't get to see the movie or any of that stuff before I released it, so it was just like, hey, I gotta release this shit. You know what I mean? So that's what happened, man. So yeah, Santa Claus came out without me actually seeing the movie, and I was like, bro, we're releasing this. So yeah, that's true.
That's what's up. Yeah, well, they for the people that don't know, they could catch that on Prime right now, right? It's still on
They can
Prime.
Prime, yeah. I have a website too, but sometimes the website lags or whatever. I don't recommend the website. Okay, yes, bro. I swear. Okay, I'm just thinking about. But yeah, they can check it out on Prime. They can check it out um Vimeo, some shit like that. But yeah, it's just about creating content that people could love and people can relate to, you know?
Definitely. Is there anything else you working on right now that you want to shout out or plug, anything like that?
Man, the biggest thing I'm working on right now is the album with David Ortiz. Like the biggest thing I'm working on right now is the album with David Ortiz. David Ortiz is a great artist. He's released albums before. Um, Not my favorite, but you know, with me involved, like we're gonna make magic, you know?
Oh my soul. Oh my
Hey, right, May 5th
What is it?
Oh my
is
soul.
released in May, right?
Cinco de Mayo, yeah. We're doing the Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah. So, we always try to, get a message to the people. So if you had a message for like anybody, like one of our viewers right now, what would that message be to a viewer?
What is the question? I'm sorry.
Like it could be just any type of message you would get to a viewer that might be wanting to get into, the field that you in or anything like that.
Man, just believe in yourself, own your rights, own your content. It's so important to as a young Latino or whatever, it's just important to own your content, man. Like own what own your projects. Like, we sell so many stuff. Like I've done SWAT, I've done all these TV shows, and I get nice checks, but I don't own my content, and for us, there was a movie that came out. I think it was Hangover 2 or something with Mike Tyson, where he had the face tattoo. Well, his tattoo artist got like $8 million because the company didn't hit up the artist to get their permission. So it messed me up in the industry because all my shit is like my neck, everything. So when I go to CBS, I go to ABC for these type of auditions, they don't want to see me, bro, because they want to have someone with a clean neck that they can put tattoos on. But I'm real, so I didn't really take that offensive. I'm just like, we're gonna create our own shit. Like fuck that, I'm gonna boss up. You know what I mean? And I think for kids, for youth, for anybody, man, women, ladies, create your own content, man. Own your own rights. Like, you know what I mean? It's just power to us when we go to CBS or we get a $1,200 contract for a day or a $1,500 contract. We still receive residuals, like for SWAT, I probably made like 3,500. It's cool, but we don't own the content. Like, you know what I mean? Like we can never say, hey, that's my project. Like, no. We're doing what they want us to do. And it could be written by somebody like me. And it wasn't. It was actually written by a white guy. But importance is owning your content.
Definitely, man. And that's why we kind of do what we do. There's nobody that could come in and take any of this away from us, man.
And that's what's so,
man.
Brother, we have to support each other. Here, I got you, baby. I love you. Yeah, that's what's so important to us is that we have to come in and have to own. Puppy, this is a little hot. Hold on. Yeah, so what we have to do is we have to be bosses of our own. Whatever we're dreaming, we need to do that. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, like you, not saying you, but we boss up and we own that. And when you do stuff like that, people are like, "Wow, you did that!" Like we're setting a pathway for people, or even just helping them believe in themselves, man. It's so important. Like, yeah,
Definitely. Well, I know you got your hands full over there, man. I greatly appreciate you coming on. It was definitely an honor, man.
Hey, I'm here whenever.
We'll have you back on, man. It's always open. So I appreciate it. You stay safe out there. Keep doing what you're doing. It's
Let me
an
know.
inspiration.
I'm gonna fly out there. I'm gonna come do one live with you guys, man. I'm gonna come out to
Come out.
Brooklyn next week. If you guys want to do some shit in
Bronx.
Brooklyn, I swear to you, I will fly out there. I'll come hang out. We'll do fucking whatever you guys want to do. You know, like that's what I'm into. You know.
All right, that's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I mean, you got the information. You got my
Man.
information.
Anything about New York, Brooklyn, none of that. You send me itinerary. I'm flying out there. I'll come out there. I'll take you guys to dinner, all that shit. I've never been there. I would love to come out there and just hang out with you guys and just, you know, celebrate fucking
Well, he's in Atlanta.
tenacity,
right now.
dog. Like you guys.
I'm in Atlanta. He's in the Bronx.
Yeah,
Oh, he's in
I'm
the
in
Bronx.
Atlanta. Yeah, the Bronx.
And then we go to the Bronx. I don't know how far that is, but hey,
It's
for real.
nothing, it's nothing. Yeah, I will come out there, man. I will come out there. If you coming out there, I'll come out there from Atlanta and we all hang out, man. We need
And
to
I
set this
swear,
up.
next week, let's do it next week, and we can go live. We can do whatever you guys want to do, man. I swear to God, like, I will fly out there. I'll get a ticket. I don't and tell homeboy to send me information about the Bronx so I know where to stay. You know what I mean? I'll fly out there.
Stay in the Bronx. You might want to stay in like Manhattan.
Hey, I don't care. I'm hood, so the Bronx is cool with me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he said, I don't know. Hey, so my daughter went out there and she hung out in the Bronx and she was like, "Oh, it's beautiful," and I'm like, "That's what I want to be around the hood beauty." You know what I'm saying? I'll stay in Manhattan just for safety purposes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I bring security with me. Hey.
It's definitely changed a lot, man. I just came back. What was it, like 2 months ago or something like that? 2 months ago, I was up there, and it's definitely changed, man. You can actually like walk down the block now and actually appreciate the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Before it wasn't like that. It was not happening. You wasn't leaving.
No, I know. Hey, and with DMX gone, man, that shit's terrible. You know, shout out to DMX
and Black Rob just passed away.
Black Rob, yeah, I just seen it this morning, bro. You know, hey, I love you guys. I appreciate the opportunity. I swear, if you guys send me some shit, I'll fly out there. I got my kids on the weekend, but Monday I drop them off. I'll fly out there next week, and I promise to take you guys wherever you guys want to go. So you guys a good time. You know, much love from Los Angeles to the Bronx to Atlanta, wherever you're at. Like, I'll come.
That's what's up, man. We definitely gonna set that up, man. Again, we appreciate it. It's all our honor, man. Definitely our honor having you on. Hopefully, we'll have you back on, and we see
This is
daddy.
This is my life. Hey, daddy life. Like, you know what I mean? When I'm not doing what I'm doing, I'm being a dad. I got one here. I got my other twin in the living room. He's asleep. I don't want to move him because he'll wake up, but hey, much love, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I was a little late.
It's okay, man. It's no problem at all, man.
But let me know. I swear I'll fly out there next week. I promise you, Nate. It ain't a money thing. It ain't a money thing. Hey, so let me know. Send me some information. I'm out there. I promise. We'll have a good time.
All right, man. They only knew.
They only knew, baby. They don't know. That's the problem. We're trying to educate them so they could know. Exactly. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys, man. Much love. Shout out to you and the partner. Brooklyn next week, baby. Let's go.
All right, man. Later.
All right, brother. Thank you. Much love.